do this. Hey everyone, welcome in for today. We're going to be doing a little Vendetta look over. I guess looking at the spoilers for Vendetta and also some theory crafting for my mail deck that I'll be running. So forgive my voice. I am a little raspy. I just got back from DreamCon, but I'm really excited today because Vendetta is almost here and it's the final week of spoilers. So everything is coming out by the end of this week. But honestly, being at DreamCon this week did not allow me to look at almost anything for the new set. So we're going to look at the card gallery. We'll look at Piltover Archive to see all of the cards at once because I think Piltover kind of has everything. And then we'll just go ahead and just bounce around from there and just it'll be vibes. It'll be chill, but it'll be fun. So welcome in. Also, I'm Miss Jordy. If you are new, welcome. If we don't know each other. So let's start out the day by looking at Piltover because this is a critical step in what we've got going on here. Also, I'm gonna turn on some music so we can have the vibes going and let it just be chill for today. Copyright free music. So I really want to mainly focus on first the legends, and then I want to look at the specific cards afterwards. Because listen, I feel like I've missed everything. I haven't seen a single new card. I haven't been able to look at everyone's reveals. It has been so sad, but that's okay because sometimes when you're working, when you're building, you won't always be in the mix. And that's like genuinely how I feel. I'm like, I have not been in the mix at all. So, all Gucci. I do need to post that I'm live as well. So we'll do that. Akali. I Loki, I feel like I posted about Akali's legend though. Even though I might not have, I really can't remember. But I'm still curious about Empower. I guess it's like I said on Instagram, you can basically empower after you play the unit. You don't have to immediately empower it, which is a blessing because if they expected you to empower it as soon as you played it, that would be crazy. But obviously, they love us enough that they wouldn't put us through that madness, thankfully. So, Akali is just action and then exhaust. But honestly, I don't even want to talk about Akali. Let's just talk about Mel and the fact that I cannot believe we got such an amazing legend, an amazing signature spell. We are eating so good as Mel fans, at least if there are any Mel fans. I'm so excited about the fact that she has something good. Turn that down a little bit. And I think, all right, that should be a good volume. Yeah, I think that volume is good. So yeah, we're ready to go. Let's do this. So we will be theory crafting mostly for Miss Mel Medarda. I love the other legends, don't get me wrong, but Mel is where it's at. She's amazing and I'm really excited. The only thing I am a little bit nervous about is this empower mechanic because I hope that it won't be too difficult to actually empower her. Otherwise, we're basically in trouble. We're not going to be doing good. But I mean, overall, I'm feeling okay. I would like to see like 1 or 2 more units that you can actually empower her with. So that way it actually gives us some more consistent empower because I guess you can only... I guess technically you'll only be able to empower it once a turn. Or disempower and give -2 once a turn. Oh no, that's not right. So basically, if there's multiple units at a battlefield, if there's a way for me to re-empower Mel and re-ready her, then I can tap it and give multiple units disempower -2 might, and then actually extra -might because of her champion unit in blue, which is even better. Okay, I feel like this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Our biggest threat is supposed to be Mama Bessa, but let's be honest, we're not scared of her running a unit. Bring your units. The only thing I wish is that Mel's legend was a reaction speed, or even if it was just action speed, that would be broken. But a girl can dream, right? A girl can truly dream, and I don't care. I'm dreaming. I'll dream forever, okay? So we'll certainly see. But okay, let's go ahead and just cook and look. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they literally just dropped an Evolutions Color Pop collab. What? Oh my, okay, I'm totally distracted right now. I'm screenshotting this. This is amazingly gorgeous. Okay, no, I have to make a reaction to this. Color Pop has done it again, babe. Color Pop has literally done it again. Okay, so today, let's do it like this. Okay, we'll post like this, and let's look at the card gallery for Vendetta. Okay, I literally have not looked at like 90% of the cards to even familiarize myself with what they all do. So let's actually look at the legends in general. Oh, the art on these are so nice. Wow. Wonder why some of them are... Oh, I was like, why are some of them doubled? I guess because of the signatures. The signatures on these arts are green, so it's very pretty. Yeah, the alt arts and overnumber... I should say overnumber, not alt. Overnumber arts look amazing. And let's familiarize ourselves with some of the abilities. So, the fact that Akali's action speed... Akali's Legends exhaust is action speed makes me so mad. If it's your turn, move a friendly unit and show down the base. And if I'm in power, ready it. Wow, that's crazy. So you don't even need to technically empower Akali to do this, which is really scary. Oh, because it can always go back into the battlefield if you think you'll lose the battle and reconquer the battlefield in the end. That's kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. That is actually insane. No, that's wild. I don't know how I feel about that one for sure. So I guess we just have to wait on the potential of her coming back. And then also Renekton. Reaction speed. So you have to pay 2 power, tap, add 2 energy, but you can only spend this energy to play units or activated abilities of units. So ambush is going to be nice in Renekton. Ooh, yeah, the ambush will be nice in Renekton. And then it also drops down his units, I guess, because I saw his champion unit said that you need fewer runes, or like 4 runes or something, so that's kind of nice. When you banish a card you own, empower me. I become empowered if I'm not already. Disempower, discard 1 and draw 1. Okay, interesting. So a lot of banish moments for Zed. Nasus, when you play a unit gear or activated ability with energy cost 7 or more, you may exhaust me to ready up to 2 runes. What? You may exhaust me to ready up to 2 runes after you play a 7 energy spell? That's crazy. What? I guess. Okay. No, that's kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie. That's a little wild. That feels like kind of weak for Nazus. I didn't even know Nazus was like a spell player like that. Oh no, it's not even really spells. It's just unit gears and activated abilities. Woo! Even worse. Well, maybe even better. Because technically you'll play Nazus. But I don't know how much Nazus champion unit costs. So I kind of need to read about that. Shin, Eye of Twilight. Give a friendly unit tank this turn. I like that for 2v2. I'm not gonna lie, I do like that a lot for 2v2 because maybe I could help my friendly units when my partner goes in. Their units can also get tank for their fights depending on what they play. It also doesn't matter what color they're in. Okay, yeah, no, I think Shen is clearly a 2v2 deck. Clearly. Jace, ready a gear, ready 2 gears. Honestly, Jace's legend is not bad at all because the empower is actually kind of cheap. 2 energy, 2 power, that's actually kind of cheap, low key. And then if you have a battlefield that, let me see. Why is this not showing up? Hold on. That's so odd. The card gallery is not working at all. Okay, there it goes. There's the battlefield that actually my ascending? Wait, these are all out of order. What in the world? Yeah, these are very out of order. Okay, the default. What in the world? Okay, I don't know. The default sorting of the card gallery gives me a little bit of a headache. So let me see. When you control, no, there's a battlefield risen altar. Empower cost of your units here costs 1. Oh no, just units. Okay, just for units. It would have been cool if it was empower cost in general, but that probably would have been just straight broken. But it'll be interesting to see if they add a battlefield like that, because it kind of makes sense to have just one stupid broken battlefield, like Abandoned Hall, for instance. So I would be interested in that. We obviously just looked at Mel, so I'll be revisiting her shortly. I just don't know how I feel about when you empower something else, empower me. It sounds good in theory, but I don't know if I believe it is good. But you know, it's okay. We'll figure that out, maybe. And just given the number of empowers we see so far, I just don't feel like we've seen that many in the color combination. I still like the Kinko Lifeblade, even though I don't necessarily think it is a male card. I still really like that one though, because ganking, honestly, I feel like the only thing I'm worried about mostly with Mel is, am I gonna have enough accelerate in the deck? Because the deck seems like it could be very slow, and the meta at least in Unleashed has been very fast. So I'm curious if it'll be too slow for me. This will probably be like the slowest deck I've played. Let me also post that I'm streaming, not on Twitter, just on Insta stories, because Twitter don't give you no reach when you post links anyway. So alright, spam, click, and watch. Boop. I should have said tap. I said click. Okay, hold on. Let's do tap and watch. Tap and watch. Okay. It is kind of an odd time for me. Alright, there we go. Bam. Talking about Riftbound, playing Pokemon music. That's my life. That's crazy. Okay, so back to it. I do like this male champion unit a lot. I'm gonna show my male deck that I've kind of been cooking up for now. But I'm really interested in seeing if there will be any more cheaper Empower units, because right now I'm concerned that we may not have enough in blue. Cause this one, when you play me draw one, it's great in theory, but like that's it for one draw. You have to keep her at base. You have to keep her at base because you want to use the ability to decrease might and then kill cards. And then I also thought about Apprentice Mage, but 5 for 4 with Predict 2 isn't the best. I think Questionable Tomb is more of a Jace card, but right now it seems like a viable option to tap male, but we don't have enough Empower cards so far. And then this guy Kennen, the Chaos Order Mail Stealer. When you play a card from anywhere other than your hand, empower me. I just think Kennen has such a good legend. Somebody at Riot obviously loves Kennen, and I'm so jealous because I wish Mel could have got the same love and been an action speed -2. Because what do you mean Kennen is give a unit assault 2? That's crazy. Because that means hidden, banish, trash from deck. Those are all viable places to play a card from to empower Kennen. Oh my gosh. And it doesn't even cost anything. It doesn't cost the energy or anything to give that assault 2. Oof. Scary, terrifying days. Terrifying days. The thought of playing against this Kennen deck. I've also had a good time watching people kind of like theorycraft Kennen decks, which is randomness. Like, it's so funny. It seems like only green, purple, yellow got good, red got nothing. What's up, Bands Feel? No, I agree. I don't know. I don't feel like blue got anything. Let's look. Let's take a look. So I'm planning to build a melt deck. I guess, are you trying to go with like a Kali? Was that what you were thinking? Let's start with red, since you mentioned red, Bands. And sorry about my voice if it's a little raspy-daspy. Okay, Blade Twirler. Let's see. I can't scroll in this one. Blade Twirler. The first time I move each turn, choose a player. They burn 1. They put the top card of their main deck. Actually, let's do this first. Let's look at the champion units, so that way we can get an idea of how the cards synergize with the legends. I think that's a good idea. Let's see. I don't think I'm able to do the champion and the legends in one filter. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think I'm able to do that. Well, all of the legend units are rare, right? And the legends are... Oh yeah, that works. I think that actually worked. They're rare and epic, I believe. I think. Yeah, I think that's right, actually. Some of the little other pipsqueaks are weaseled their way into, but that's okay. So Renekton, he obviously said he's trying to get rid of runes and pay power. So Renekton's right now, when I attack, if you control 4 or fewer runes, deal 2 to enemy units here. That's not bad because he's accelerated also. And so I don't know why you would want to have such few runes, but I'm assuming Renekton is red-orange. Because you can barely even play ambush units with... Because I was thinking, oh, you can play ambush units with Renekton, but maybe not. Hey Rare, what's good? Welcome in. I'm just doing some theory crafting today with Mel, but also at the same time I'm trying to catch up on all the reveals because of DreamCon I haven't had a lot of time to look at stuff. And then yesterday I was basically having an allergy spasm, and Sunday I drove home really late in the storm. So why is the crocodile a lifeguard? Because this is his pool party skin. And listen, we're having our own pool party in Riftbound. So of course, that's why. It's the perfect time to get into Riftbound, by the way. Excuse me, Rare, because a new set is coming out. Literally, things start next week. So it's the perfect time to get into it. Are you going to join us in Riftbound? And Bands, which legend are you thinking about building? So it's interesting to see that Renekton. Oh, wait, there's another Renekton Brute. Pay 1 energy, so 6 for 4. Give him +1 this turn. When my might becomes 10 or more, empower me. That seems a lot. Because let me see, technically, you do 6 energy to get to 5. You don't have to do that though. You can just opt out of that. So if you just stick him with 5 to 4, the nice part about it is that he costs no power, but the other unit doesn't either. And only for deflect and ganking tags. Okay, so my first thought of seeing these 2 cards is that maybe you probably play this one as your champion unit, just because it has the accelerate. But also, because if you're gonna want to play 6 anyway, I don't know. And you have to empower it, because you would only be able to empower it for that turn. Well, no, you would only have access to do the empower for the turn in which you might have like something like punch first. Let's see. Punch first. Oh, wait. No, the cleave can help because you can empower when you become an attacker as well. But you'd have to have multiple of those. Maybe a blood rush, I think, could also help with that. Let's see. It's not going to be on just Vendetta. It's going to be all. Am I thinking the right? Yeah, Blood Rush could help get you there. Punch First obviously will get you there. Yeah, I mean, I guess you have some ways to do it. Host of Marvel Rivals tourney and host of RDC cards. TCG. That's me. I'm glad you saw it. Thank you for your support, Rare. It looks like Azir and Diana got a bunch of good cards, and they're going to dominate with Kennen if he is good. No. Mel. Well, I don't want anybody else to play Mel because I want to go for best of. Moth. Oh my gosh, it was so nice meeting you at DreamCon. Thank you. I couldn't find your Instagram handle to tag you. So I was like, I'll post it in the next batch. But it was so nice finally getting to meet you. You be talking noise in chat, and now you came to DreamCon. Man, I'm so excited. Thank you. You're the best. You're seriously the best. Your support means everything to me. Kennen, because the red, orange cards are bad. Yeah. Kennen. Everybody's playing Kennen. You know how many Kennen sweats it's going to be? Kennen is the new LeBlanc. Kennen is the new LeBlanc. This is Kennen. For those that don't play Riftbound. I'm trying to literally convert everybody to Riftbound players, by the way. So I need all of y'all to join Riftbound. I literally will do a community night for my Discord server of how to play Riftbound online. so that way y'all can practice before the big leagues. Okay? So, I'm trying to help everybody. Look at my Discord message, certified male player here. I think I read it. Did I not respond to it? Did you send me a new message? Oh, yes, I read it, but I didn't reply. Oh, Lord, I didn't reply. I'm so sorry. I read it during the event. We were doing the closing ceremony at 3, and I saw it. I was like, wait, why is he doing this? I saw it. That was so funny. Okay, let's look at Akali. Akali's units. 3 for 3. Okay, you already know this is the champion unit. It's definitely the champion unit. Just because it's 3 for 3. Come on, that's amazing. Empower for 2 in the power. When I move, you may deal 1 to a unit at a battlefield I move to or from. Wow, to or from. That's crazy. You could play her turn 1 and empower her the next turn if you felt so moved. Especially if you have seals. And then if she's empowered, you deal 2 instead. That's crazy. Your 2-drops are not safe with Akali. This card is a main board card for decks moving forward. This is crazy. And if she is empowered, she has +1. So not only is the card dealing 2 damage, it also now has 4 might to smack you across the head. That's insane. Yes, thank you for the hearts in chat. If you haven't already, please like the stream. It helps us with the algorithm. It's a little different from Twitch where you don't have to necessarily like it, but the way you boost us in the algorithm is through your like. So please like the stream. Thank you. That's it. You don't even have to subscribe, like the stream. Do both if you're feeling froggy though. Sorry, my voice is also a little raspy from DreamCon because I was drinking. Akali silence. I cannot be chosen by enemy spells and ability unless I'm in combat. Wow, that's crazy. That's honestly crazy. So you basically have to fight her. You have to fight Akali. I hate fighting. When I move to a battlefield, give me +2 this turn. Oh my gosh. Actually, this is not bad. To me, this feels like this is a Ari card. You could use this in the whole decks. Honestly, this is great. This card is great. Akali does not look bad at all. Wow, this is actually a great card. Wow, that's a great card. Mel will always be a worse Diana because Mel doesn't have Moonfall. But Mel does have Rebuttal. So she can snatch her Moonfall. Technically, she does have Moonfall. She can snatch it up. You thought it was just Defy? Oh no, it's Rebuttal. I'm snatching it. Thank you. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. If people... Listen, chat, let me show y'all the card I'm speaking of. She does not... Yes, you are correct. She does not have Moonfall. But she does have Rebuttal. There's no limit on the power cost. 1 for 2 power. And I can make new choices for their Moonfall. So any spell they have, I have it too. Look, Moonfall says choose a battlefield where you have units. You may move up to 1 enemy unit to that battlefield and give enemy units their -2. So instead, I'll choose a battlefield where I have units. And then I'll move the enemy units to my battlefield and then give that enemy unit -2. Ooh. Wow, that's actually ridiculous. So see, she might be on par. She might be on par with Diana. Gain control of it and make new choices. And then the thing is, I don't even have to pay. I could just play this and then I can decide what I want to do with the choices after. right? Because I don't think I have to pay the power immediately. I don't really know how that specifically works. I need to read my judge rules, but yeah. Anyways, let's keep going. Looking at Zed. Zed, again, when you banish a card on your own, empower me. So discard to draw. But Zed's champion units are going to make the difference for how you use a legend. When I conquer, play a 0 Might Shadow Clone unit token to your base. It has when I attack you may banish a unit from your trash. And then you give me 0 Might Shadow Clone unit to your base. So the Shadow Clone will have Assault 4 basically. And then it has Azir's ability. 1 energy and a power. Move me and a Shadow Clone you control to each other's locations. Wow. That's literally Azir on crack. And then the other Zed. Okay, I think you may discard 1 as an additional cost to play me. When you play me, if you pay the additional cost, play a 0 Might Shadow Clone unit. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so that's interesting. So I don't know which, I'm not a Zed girl. I don't know which card you would play as your champion unit. I'm assuming you would play this one. But I'm not sure. Because I guess you want to build up your discard pile mostly. So that way you can banish stuff. I think this one might be better, but I'm not playing Zed. I don't really like the red-purple combination, so I don't think I'll be able to give you tips and advice there, but it does sound like it's going to be pretty stupid, low-key, depending on what other cards come with it. Nasus, I feel so bad for Nasus fans, because Nasus doesn't seem like he's going to be that big body monster we see in League of Legends. I don't know. I might be a little biased. But I want blue-green color combo to be great. But it's not happening right now. Nasus says... Okay, here's one. Deflect 2. Empower costs 8. So not only is the unit itself 8 energy, 1 power, it also costs 8 to empower it. Oh my gosh. But when I conquer, you score a point. So you basically have to channel. I feel like... Okay, I almost feel like Nasus, in this case, will be able to channel a lot of runes really quickly. Let's see. The most you can get out of this is play Discipline. Oh, wow. It's specifically for... So you kind of have to play. When you play a unit, gear activate ability with energy cost 7 or more. You may exhaust me to ready up to 2 runes. This one costs 8. The other one costs 5. Once each turn, when an enemy dies here, channel 1 rune exhausted. I almost feel like this one should have been a little cheaper. So that way you can get him out quicker. Someone will make it great. I believe it. I fully believe it. Okay? You would like to learn the TCG, Quentin? Oh my gosh, absolutely. What would you like to learn about it? I'm more than happy to help you learn. I'm also learning though, so I'm not a judge or anything. And honestly, you don't have to be a judge. Like, I keep talking about being a judge almost as if I need to prove myself that I have knowledge about this game. And that's not true. I know how to play the game. I watch the streams all the time. I don't need to be a judge. Please. I support the judges though, but being a judge doesn't make you better than anybody else. I do support the judges though. Have you ever played the TCG before, Quentin? Shin says give a friendly unit tank this turn. That's pretty straightforward. I feel like Shin, with his amazing arms, love it, Shin definitely is a hold deck. I really need to learn the beginning and end for I know nothing about this game at all. Okay, so this game is called Riftbound, right? You played Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day? Okay, see, I just collected Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. This is technically my first TCG I've actually played. I've only demoed 2 other TCGs outside of this. So, I'll kind of show you my deck later. I just wanted to walk through all the cards. But yeah, I could show you. I could do like a little test game. Me and my friend are planning on playing soon anyway. Probably not on stream though, but I'm happy to do like a walkthrough. If he's open to like doing it on stream, I would actually love to do that. Because so many of you have asked me about how to play online. Especially at DreamCon, like so many people came up and they were like, I saw that you do TCG content, or I found Riftbound through your content. Somebody has left a comment like that on YouTube, and it's like, you know, obviously in the grand scheme of things, my channel is not the biggest, but the fact that it's being received by people, just how much I love this game is always the best. So, anyway, rant over. Shin, if there's exactly one other unit you control here, you score 1 point. Okay, I actually saw a card that came out today that seemed like it kind of synergizes well with this one. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I feel like the reveals are just everywhere. It's hard to see what's being revealed in real time if you're not actually in the server. Thank you for the like in the chat. Make sure if you're enjoying the stream and if you're here for the vibes, make sure you also like the actual stream so we can show up and show up better on the algorithm. Dang, I can't find where that card was. I literally just saw it. It was like if you play me and there's one other unit, give me +3 shield or something like that. Oh, it might have been the Chinese reveal. Yes. The Chinese reveal actually is the one that showed it. Okay. But unfortunately, they don't have it anywhere on Twitter. Go to the top. Okay, yeah. If you control exactly one other unit at my battlefield, I have shield 3. So honestly, you could play this Shin and then play the other Shin. Play the other card that we haven't technically got revealed yet, called Shin's Disciple, maybe? Shield's Disciple, I think is what it is. And then you exhaust Shin to give one of those units tank. More than likely, this one. It's such a straightforward mechanic, obviously, so you kind of have to be ready for it, but Shin, because then it'll go to, or if you play Yumi and Shin, you'll give it tank automatically, and then it'll go up to 10. It'll go up to 10 might with Yumi and tank. Oh no, 11 because it's shield if you're on defense. Oh my gosh, I actually kind of like that. I'm not gonna lie. We might be cooking. I follow editor content. We used to collect Poke cards. But I seen this, I was like, oh, this looks to be another level. Low key, it is. I think if I didn't like League of Legends and like watching the League esports scene as much as I do, I probably wouldn't have played it, because it's not an easy game to play. It's really not, but it's fun. It's fun as heck, but it's not easy. Everybody I talk to about this, they're always like, actually Riftbound is like one of the most challenging. So if you get Riftbound, you could probably figure out all the other games. So this is probably a good one to learn, and then take this knowledge to play Commander, Magic, Gundam, One Piece. So thank you, Quentin. I appreciate that. The other Shin is 5 for 6. When I hold, if there's exactly another unit you control here, draw one. Okay, yeah, you definitely don't play that one. Well, I guess you... I don't know. Do you play either one of these Shins as your chosen champion unit? Maybe you don't. Shin has 3 units. Where's the other one? Yeah, maybe you play this one. Because it's 3 for 3. But then the other one is like... This Shin feels like a finisher. Low key. If you can re-ready your runes. So let's say you have Shin and Sona at a battlefield. You tap Shin and make him a tank to protect Miss Sona. He goes up to an 8 might. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Oh. And then his... Okay, wait, hold on. I don't like his signature ability. Move an enemy unit to a battlefield where you have units. Charm. If you have exactly 2 units there, they get +1 on guard. Oh, and then it's a 5 for 2 to play it from trash. Ooh, that was expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so let me break down what a card looks like, Quentin, since you're new. So, I love the fact... let me start by saying I love the fact that so many of you feel comfortable trusting me to share how to play the game. I must give teacher vibes. Listen, I'm not going to be the most competitive teacher vibes, but I will give you the beginner lesson so you all can go be masters and I'll be your sensei, okay? Thank you. So, let me explain how the card works. This is the cost of the card, okay? At the top left. In the game, you have something called runes. I happen to have a rune pack here with me that's unopened and still in a pack. This is an example of what a rune looks like. And then you have to tap this, and you have to tap 2 of these to pay for that one. But you're going to use runes that are the color of your cards, because those runes will match your deck. And in order to do this symbol, this is called power. This is energy. This is called power. You have to pay one of these, meaning put it at the bottom of your rune deck, which is 12 cards, to play the card, essentially. So anytime you see energy number with a power symbol, that's how much you have to pay, basically. So each cards are in different domains. There's 6 domains in the game. It will be really easy once I get to like Rift Atlas and stuff to actually talk about it. So I actually really like Shin. I think I might do a Shin deck in 2v2 low-key. I actually really like Shin. Jace, I feel like we don't have everything for Jace yet. Like we don't have his signature gear or signature spell, which I'm assuming it's going to be his super hammer. So unfortunately we don't have everything for him, but he's obviously going to be around gear because he was the guy that made the hex tech and everything. So probably something along those lines, but I think his units are available, right? Oh yeah. When you play me, or the first time you play a non-token gear each turn, you may ready something besides me that's exhausted, which is not great, right? Because it's like you'll get to do him just maybe, well, definitely the first time you play him, and then every time you play a gear once each turn. So that's probably not the best ability, but this one is crazy. I think this Jace is insane. I saw this one before I went to DreamCon. When I become ready, choose one to give me this turn. Assault 2, which he'll go up to a 7. Might, strength, whatever you call it. Deflect 2. So basically, if somebody wants to take him off the board, they have to pay 2 extra power on top of the cost of the spell to remove him. Disgusting. Energy, power, might. Okay. Energy is the cost of a card. You have to tap a certain amount of runes to play it. power is actually putting the card at the bottom. You can tap the energy and then pay the power on the same card, so that way you don't have to float a bunch of energy. And then might is on the far right. That's basically how much strength. I don't know the words. The word is literally might. That's how many points essentially that of damage that it'll put on another card. So let's say Jace's 5 goes up against Naz's 6. Well, depending on who was at the battlefield when the combat and showdown started, then that'll determine what Jace's might is, because he has the ability to go up to +2. So if Jace walks up on Nazus and tries to start a conflict, then Jace is at 7, Nazus is at 6. If nothing else happens, Nazus dies just based on simple math. But if Jace and his homies, if Jace is at the battlefield and Nazus walks up on him, Jace at battlefield, Nazus walks up on him, and Jace don't have no extra things in hand, which they're obviously going to have stuff in hand because it's orange, then Nazus is going to kill Jace and conquer. And he'll also channel 1 rune exhausted, because that's what his ability says. So essentially, that's how much strength your card has when it goes into a showdown. It's like, oh, you're 6, I'm 5, I beat you if you don't play a reaction spell to pump yourself up and get more might, or do damage to me. Because there's also cards that do damage, like this one. I'll use this one as an example because I've been looking at it a lot. Deal 3 to an enemy unit. So let's say, in my same scenario, Jace walks up on Nazus, and Jace goes up to 7, while Nazus is a 6, right? Well, the Nazus player plays, you can't, I guess you couldn't do this technically, so I'll use this example instead. Let me use wages. So, because this card, it's during a showdown, Nazus starts his action, and this is a whole nother level of it, right? Then, boom, the Nazus player deals 3 to a unit at a battlefield. Jace now has 3 damage, but he still has 5 might. You feel me? Well, no, he's at 7 because he walked up on him. So he's technically at 4. No. He has 4 strength left, but he still has 7 might. So at the end of the day, the way I understand this, how this plays out, is that in the resolution of everything in the end, unless Nazus can decrease Jace's might, Nazus will also die. Everything will die, because technically Jace still has more, and Nazus has enough might to do damage to Jace as well. So then, let's say for example, that they play, maybe not Stupefy. Let's do this Eclipse. Let's say instead of the last one where it just does damage, let's say he plays Eclipse instead of the damage card, which same cost. They're both the 3 energy, right? Same cost. It says -4. So now Jace was a 7. Now Jace is back down to a 3. And so if Jace has no response and he just walked up in there butt naked, he's getting sent back to jail and running with his tail between his legs, because he's dead, actually. Because Nazus brought him back down. Nazus is still at 6. Jace got deducted to a 3. So it's a difference. And that's the part of the game that I'm still learning. There's a difference between just straight damage and might reduction. Like, might reduction is like, honestly the way you want to go if you can. But honestly, there's also times where you want to just do the damage to take the card off the board and not go into a might battle, because I'm gonna be honest, it's really hard to win might fights versus like orange, because orange, they get really freaking big. If you read these cards, all three of these cards all gain might. Like, God forbid a Gangplank walks up on Nasus, because Nasus wouldn't be able to do anything. So let's say Nasus is in here fighting Gangplank. They're both at 6. Boom, big boom, right? Bam, bam, bam. Well, actually, if Nasus tries to pull out this same card Eclipse, give a unit -4, boom. If he's empowered, instead of getting minus, which is crazy, I'm just reading this for the first time, he gets +3 instead. So now, not only have you wasted a card, you've also made him bigger than you, so y'all can't even trade. Disgusting. That's actually disgusting. Who made that card? That's actually disgusting. What? You can't even, the best thing you could do is try to remove it from the board, but even that, boom. Return the hand, +3. +3, boom. I don't even know how you would take Gangplank off of the board. I guess you would have to fight it. So are those like production cards that are playing during turns? Yeah, so there's, not to get off track too much, but there's basically speeds of the game. There's 3 different speeds. There's base speed, which Mel's unit is at base speed, so I can only disempower, exhaust, and give it -2 on my turn at base speed. And I have to do it before we start the showdown and all that. So that's base speed, basic B speed. Let's just go with that. Action is at the begin. Action start a new chain, right? So essentially, how do I explain this? Action is faster than base, obviously, because you can do actions at base speed as well. But your opponent can react. Well, your opponent can also react to base speed triggers with reactions, but they can't react with actions. Actions only start new chains, essentially, I think, during combat. I might be explaining that wrong. That might be another area where my knowledge gap exists. But I know how it works in game, but in words, I think I might be mushing that up. So you'd have to read the rules for the specifics. And then there is those units and those strong, crazy cards that are at reaction speed. So reaction speeds can happen at any time, right? But it has to be, you can't just drop a reaction in the middle of your opponent's turn and there's no trigger, there's no chain, there's nothing to react to. You have to literally wait for your time. So essentially, if there's a showdown happening, it's hard to explain without like demonstrating it, but that's basically the level of speeds, essentially. So I'm not gonna walk through Kennen and Ambessa again because I've already looked at them, but just know Kennen might be the GOAT. Kennen might be the GOAT of the meta, depending on what the top players play, right? Depending on what the top creme de la creme players are playing, this baby boy right here might be the headache of the field. Based on what I've been seeing online. I don't know. I cannot confirm or deny that. So with that being said, let me show y'all what I'm looking forward to. So I've tried to start theory crafting a deck a little bit. A new card did just get released not too long ago, like literally minutes before I joined stream or I started stream. A new card came out and it is called Practical Researchers. And this card basically says, let me pull it up, 4 energy, 4 might, empower 3. Actually, I can pull it up on X because somebody tweeted it out. Y'all don't look too hard at my X feed. I don't necessarily I can't vouch for anything that is I can't vouch for anything that you see on my feed here. Alright. Okay. This card is somewhere. Where'd she go? Here it is. Okay. Practical Researcher. This might be the card that changes the game for Mel forever. And this is the card I'm so excited about. So it's 4 energy, 4 power. She's also quite cute. And it says, for empower 3. Y'all didn't know I could read Chinese? Huh. Stop playing. Your spells cost 1 energy and 1 power less to a minimum of 1 energy. Which is like so good for Mel, because that means every time this is an automatic 3 of card, okay? Instantly. Because that means that every time I play one of these removal spells, reduction spells, boom, it gets cheaper. You can play so many cards for 1 now. You can play so many cards for 1. It's such a lovely day. A lovely day. Okay, so the deck I was theory crafting, technically, I'm not going to scrap, but I'm going to make a copy of it and try to build another one. Maybe I won't try to build it from scratch. Maybe I'll just try to build it from scratch, because I actually don't know if you could duplicate a deck. Let me see. Oh, you know what you can do? I bet you can export the deck as plain text, and then you can import the deck into Builder, so that I can make a copy. Oh shoot, is it already in there? Oh, it's already in there. Okay, well, I thought I was typing build and it was gonna make a new one, but so much for that. We need from scratch. Got to see the game plan? Okay, yeah, we'll do from scratch. From scratchy. Okay, so this website I'm using is called Piltover Archive. Y'all, Piltover Archive, once you start playing Riftbound, you will become very good friends with Piltover Archive. If you want to, you can actually follow people that you like on Piltover Archive, myself included. I have a profile. I don't know why my picture is blurry, but it is. That is not my problem. But I literally have made my account here. So if you'd like to, you can follow me. I don't have a pin deck because all my decks are private. All my decks are private right now, but soon they'll be public. Because I like to build decks and just theory craft in Piltover. It's so fun. Very fun. But obviously, as y'all know, the deck I'm planning to play is Mel. So you just click on the cards and it automatically moves it over. It also has, let me try to make myself smaller. Here, okay. It also shows you how many things that you need to make the deck legal. So 40 card deck, 3 battlefields, champion units. It also will help you tailor your runes to what you put in your deck as well. So these are all things that you have to take into consideration when you're building your deck. It already filtered based on my legend. It already filtered the cards that exist. So I think even if you don't play the game, it is a good way to just get familiar with what the cards do. And I have a video that I can share. I'll put it in Discord. I have a video I can share that I watched. I played one game, watched one video. It was this video I'm gonna send to you, and went to my first Nexus night. Okay, that's all I did for the game, and learned how to play. So it's not complicated. You just have to be committed. It is a 2-hour video though, so don't be half-stepping. You know what I'm saying? Don't play these games and think the game's gonna play you. No, you're going to get played. Thank you. So I will say that the video is a little dated now, so because we've had 3 new sets come out since the video came out, but I think the fundamentals of the game are explained especially well, and once you know the fundamentals, you can add on the knowledge of mechanics later. So with that being said, this lady is not actually in the game, in the deck builder yet, because I think Piltover only adds the English cards to the deck builder, so we will not be able to see her here. But I'll just use another 4 energy unit as a placeholder for her. But she has to be like an immediate add. There's no way that card is not like an instant addition to the list. I will just utilize, yeah, she's not in there. I will just utilize I'll just use the Kinko Lifeblade for now as her placeholder. But that card is the Chinese practical researcher. So with that being said, now I think I have to pick her first because, yeah, duh. That card is insane for Mel. I have to pick a chosen champion. So you, in your deck, you always have one chosen champion in the champion zone spot. When you look at your where your playmat, your board, I guess you say, is set up. And honestly, the deck I'm probably going to make is kind of similar to the one I've already been brainstorming. So I'm probably going to start with Blue Mel. Primarily because I like the draw when you play it. But also, it costs less. So, and then, I don't know. I think that the empower ability of that Mel synergizes better with the legend, and so I want to play cards that play to the legend strength. However, the other Mel I think also still works well as a unit in the deck, because once I reduce the might of a unit, I could always discard a spell at base speed to banish the unit that I've been targeting. So if it's at a battlefield, right? So that's the only thing. It does have to be at a battlefield. So I'm going to go with Mel Awakened, Newly Awakened, excuse me, for my chosen champion. I'll come back to battlefields because I'm not the best battlefield picker. I'm not gonna lie. It's very complicated. So the next thing I want to look at when I'm building a deck is I want to build I want to pull my 2-drops. So when you start the game, you always channel 2 runes. Well, every turn you always channel 2 runes, but if you go second, you channel 3. The win rate for going first is so high that, you know, whatever, but you always want to pick your 2-drops. So I'm going to add a sort level so I can see this a little bit easier. Let's do type. Yeah, so that way the units are at top. So here's what I'm thinking. Because I know I'm going to be playing spells and abilities that reduce might of other units. Uh-oh. My mama tolerant. Sorry, y'all. I'm thinking my thoughts out loud, by the way. So if it sounds crazy, don't judge me. I feel like Ravenbloom Student would be a good pick here, just because I'm going to be playing a lot of spells as a 3 of. And you need units. You can't play the game without units. You can try, but it wouldn't be great, right? It would be a bad idea. Hi, Mr. DBG. It was great meeting you too. Thank you for coming through to the stream. I appreciate you. Thank you. Welcome in. I hope you got home safely. I heard some people kind of got caught up in some mess in Houston. I drove home on Sunday night and it was storming for the last hour, so I hope you got home safely. I'm not sure about Fizz yet. I actually think that, well, Fizz is a 3 might unit, so I'm not looking at 3 drops yet. Still just looking at my 2s, but I'm 50-50 on Fizz and Mel right now, based on what I want to do. So we'll see. I'll come back to Fizz though. Fizz is definitely on the bench though, you know. I also like this card, Icevale Archer. So it says when I attack, you may pay 1 to give a unit here -1 this turn. I like Icevale Archer a lot, only because I think it, like, once I get my Mel out, even if I had to play Icevale Archer late, it'll synergize well with it. But also, just the might reduction also doesn't have, like, it doesn't have a limit on, like, a minimum of 1. So it might be a good, you know, going second. It's a decent going second 2-drop, I think, personally. Tide Turner, can't use Tide Turner to protect Mel and play more aggro with her. So I haven't tested, I haven't like play tested or anything, because I've been trying to wait for more Empower stuff to come out, so I'm really not sure. I think you can, or you can try your best. You can honestly just try your best to keep your Mel in base, kind of like the Ezreal deck keeps Ezreal in base until he absolutely needs Ezreal to come out. So I think there's a world where you can keep Blue Mel in base if you have enough other units and other spells to sort of use to take units off the board. Because the way I want to build this deck, right, I think there's a lot of different ways you can build Mel. Same, like blue purple in general, I think gives you a little bit of flexibility with how you build your deck. I haven't built a blue purple deck other than a pre-rift like once or twice. So I've mostly played like blue green and green yellow. And what else? Oh, yellow orange. But I feel like you have some, like, it's some range. Like, some people are probably going to play like Hui, Ride the Windmill, but I think that might mesh better in Diana. Because that movement, you can really like churn through your deck a little bit better. But I haven't tested at all. I'm just kind of putting together cards I like right now. So I don't think I want to use Pack. I don't like the Bewitching Spirit into Pack of Wonders blender. So I don't want to. Honestly, the way I want to play is I want to like capitalize on the banish, and I actually want to try to banish as many cards as I can. I don't think it'll work if there's a lot of Zeds, and if it's like a heavy Zed meta, like that will probably work against me. So I kind of have to wait and see almost. But I really like I also really like this Gus Monk, because with Gus Monk, I can banish a card if I pay the extra cost. So it's not great if that's the first 2-drop I get off of my top 4, but it's a great going. Wait, hold on. It is a great if I get it on like the second turn type of 2-drop. You know, like it's still a 2-drop, so it's fine. But like it's also great if I get it later than the first turn, because I can always banish a card from any trash, including my opponent's trash, and then give one of my units Assault 2 to go in, and even if it's a 2-drop, it would be 4 might, you know, so that's excellent. So I think that one is good. I personally like 8 2-drops or 7. I know some people like 9 because it gives you a higher chance of getting it, but even when I play 9, I feel like I still miss a 2-drop even if I play 8. So I usually run 8, but I would probably run like 2 of these. I think this card is pretty good, but I'm also open to running 3, but again, not sure. Ride the wind. So my strategy is more like play around my reduction to banish cards. So that's, and like maybe, because I want something between Diana and Ezreal. You know, because I think trying to do what Diana does is going to set you back. But also, like, because Ezreal is very clear. Ezreal's like very clearly a control deck. I don't think Mel is going to stand up as a control deck as strongly. So, personally, that's why I'm kind of like leaning towards something between the two, you know? At least that's what I imagine. I've never topped an event, so you can take my advice how you want to take my advice. But that's just my personal strategy. Actually, I'm not even going to say I'm giving advice. I'm just going to say I'm building something the way I could imagine myself playing it. And if I can avoid combat, then that is like honestly a dream come true as well. So, which sounds crazy. I'm going to put Fizz on the bench. I'm not opposed to it, but I'm also not like sold on it, to be quite honest. I also really like Blue Diana potentially, because I want to run like a lot of spells in this list. But again, just a bench warmer. Not sure if they're gonna make the final cut. Oh, and let me read y'all those, because I know some of you don't play. Fizz, when you play me, you may play a spell from your trash with energy cost no more than 3, ignoring its energy cost. That's Fizz. Diana, when there's a combat or a showdown, you can pay 1 if you do predict. And if I don't like it, then I can recycle it or I keep it at the top. But if I do like it, then I can reveal it and draw it if it's a spell. So if it's not a spell, I should definitely recycle it to get the benefit of the card, because that Blue Diana is just very strong, you know? Kha'Zix is an interesting choice. Kha'Zix works well when I feel like in like a Master Yi meta, when it's like the unit is, you for sure know what unit will be alone to get the benefits of the +2, but otherwise I really think this 4-drop is more, would probably take the Kha'Zix slot for me, because I'm even like, I was gonna say on the Vex, on the purple Vex unit, like to me, because of this new 3-drop card, which this Kinko Lifeblade is that 4-drop card, by the way. It's not, I'm not playing Lifeblade in Mill. That card to me like is really gonna be very strong. And so to me, the Vex is like right now like more of a sideboard card. I think a lot of people will probably run it in main. But it also depends on what the decks are. Like, it's hard to say without knowing like the meta and what people are thinking of. But if it's not like a whole lot of accelerate in the future, or like if ambush is great, but we'll have to see what the meta looks like, you know. But Vex to me is like definitely like a smooth sideboard card for now, because this 4-drop is like a game changer, I feel like, for Mel specifically. And then with that being said, I think looking ahead at my units, I don't know about Hui. I feel like Hui is so strong. When I move, draw 1, then discard 1. And the only thing about it is, I'm like, how important will movement be in this list? You know? Like, so that's the only thing. Like, you could absolutely make a ride the win moment if that's the play style you're going for. But like I said, like, I really want to focus on the might reduction and banishment. So I'm trying to pick cards that more so focus on that and that game plan. Even this Vex Cheerless is not a bad idea. Oh wait, there are some other essential cards that I feel like we have to put in the deck before I start building around. I think there's just going to be, like, for every deck, when you start building your first deck, for those that don't play, there's just always going to be those essential pieces in every domain. Like, Body has Punch First, right? And Rengar. I think there's, in red, I feel like Cleave is an essential. For some purple decks, other than like Aurora, it feels like Starcrossed, Fizz are becoming essentials, you know, if they aren't already. I think, but also I'm 50-50 on Starcrossed and Fizz, because a lot of people in the game have been like whispering about the idea that bans might be possible for one of those two cards. So before I hard commit to it, I'm like, let me just see what bans come out first, because it could get banned, especially since like there's a ban on the horizon and they already banned one card. So just kind of want to wait it out and see about that first. Hi, Mtron, welcome in. Does Mel combo with Angler Beast? I think she does. It's just like, it also depends on how, like, that 5 slot, right? Like, to me at least. I think that maybe the other Mel might be a better fit in that 5, because it's a 5-drop, right? I think the other Mel might be a better fit in there, because that one, Angler Beast, is 2. When you play me, return all units with 2 might or less to their owner's hands. And it's like, to their owner's hands, they could just play it again. But at least with the Mel, like, it's banishing it. So, I don't know. Angler Beast might be another option too. But again, it's like, I don't know if I want to do that one to their hand so they can play it again, or just banish it outright. So I'm like, my thing is, I want to try to banish it outright, basically, in my strategy. So now, going back to what I was saying about those key pieces in every deck, I do think that Stupefy is an essential. Oh shoot, I accidentally put it on the bench. Move to main deck. I think Stupefy is an essential for blue. I think Stat Deck, I don't know how many. I think Stack Deck will be an essential for this deck. I also am 50-50 on the Bellows Breath, because, okay, let me read it. So Stupefy says giving unit -1. Again, it combos with the -2 and the blue Mel champion itself. And then the spells are good because I can pump Raven Bloom Student. Helps this as well. And it's going to go, the spells go right along with this card, which, again, 4 energy, 4 might. Spells cost 1 energy, 1 less. Well, no, that one I guess won't impact these, right? because you can't play it for free. Green, defy. Yes, defy. Oh, also her signature spell, rebuttal. Rebuttal is an instant 3 of. There's no discussion, no questions about it for me. Instant 3 of. I do still think Watcher is good. But Watcher doesn't really combo with Mel because it doesn't choose. So it doesn't really combo, but it does help the legend. But I do think if we have to pick a big unit, because you kind of have to play a big beastie because of the fact that Aurora and like freaking Gangplank exist. Literally, Aurora, Gangplank, Watcher has to be your Gangplank killer. Okay, Watcher, for those that don't know, Watcher is this card. This is another blue staple. It says when you play me, give enemy units -3. And it doesn't choose, so it's great. So you don't have to play deflect cost on that. So again, Watcher feels like a staple to me. And I would run that as a 2 of. Let's see, what else is my staple options? Because once you get like the base down, then you can sort of build around it. So we've got our 2 drops. I'm trying to think of any other spells that would be... I'm 50-50 on Ride the Wind, so let's put that one on the bench. Also, Hard Bargain I'm 50-50 about because we have the rebuttal. And I'm like, how much counter do I need? You know? 3 Frigid Touch. I do think Frigid Touch is good too, DBG. I don't know about 3 though. For those that don't know, Frigid Touch is give a unit -2, but it does have repeat. So you can pay 4 to give a unit -4. Insane. But then you still have to do damage to it, right? If you want to kill it, if it's at 0 and it's not dead. But see, that's my thinking, right? Like, I want to deplete their might as much as I can. And then if I could just walk in and easily kill it with a 2-drop, a 3-drop, 4-drop, whatever it is, that would be amazing. That's literally the strategy I want to go with. So let's just put it... Uh-oh, hold on, I keep doing that. Let's put Frigid Touch as a 2, because I feel like there's something else I'm missing. Oh, Turn to Dust. Turn to Dust is absolutely a cyborg card. Probably a 3 of cyborg card. If not, maybe even 1 in main, just because it kills gear, and gear is looking disgusting because Azir, Aurora, all of these gear heavy things exist, including... Oh, you know what I do want to play though? I do want to also play, you guys. I want to play Frigid Jewel. Because I think that Frigid Jewel might be kind of nice. When you draw your second card each turn, give a friendly unit +2 this turn. I think that might be kind of nice. I'm not going to lie. Because we have Stacked Deck. We've got Stupefy. Let's freaking say they play something that we can take over with rebuttal. We can give a unit +2. We can react to it and give it +2. Like, they're trying to play a discipline in the middle of the fight. Boom. Not only do we take your discipline and give it to my unit, now I can draw an extra card, and then I can give my unit +2. I think Frigid Jewel might be very good at Mel, low-key. Yes, I agree, Bands. Watcher is always a win condition. I genuinely think Frigid Jewel might be the way to go. It might be a sleeper pick for us. It's probably not a sleeper pick. I'm sure people use Frigid Jewel all the time, but I want to run Frigid Jewel because I think that there might be some use cases where that actually works. Also, oh my gosh, wait. Okay, I read Mr. DBG and didn't realize who it was. Oh, so guapo. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, I don't mean to pull up your channel in the middle of the stream. I'm sorry, I was trying to do it on a separate tab. Okay, also, yes, I remember the name now. Okay. What's up? Amazing. You need to update it. Cool. Honestly, I do that all the time. You know who else I would love to make work in a mail list just for funsies? I would love to make Ari work, y'all. Ari, when I attack or defend, give a unit here -2 combos very well with Mel. Very well with blue Mel. So then you get -3, even if I'm sitting at the battlefield. But then it's like, man, I'm running into some 3 might madness, you know. This card really changes the game for me because I had multiple males in my original list. I'm trying to look at. Yeah, I don't stream on Twitch anymore like that. I want to get back on Twitch, but also I'm like 50-50 on it. Hold on, let me save my deck for now, y'all, because uh-oh, shoot. Oh no, did I save it over the name? Edit name. Mail deck on stream. I hope I didn't overwrite my original mail deck. Okay, no, I didn't. Okay. Let's keep cooking. I'm excited. We're cooking. But I feel like Ari combos well with Mel. That's why I'm like, man, I would love to play these two together. But I might be thinking too big. Another card that I think might be good here is, well, I do want to run one of Singularity in my list as well, because again, like, that might help me in some fights where it feels a little sticky. Man, this card is a game changer. I can't wait for it to be on Piltover. Seriously, like, I'm so excited. That really changed the game for Mel. What decks are y'all thinking about building for those that play, or those that might want to play, based on what we've walked through today? Anybody have decks in mind already? There's only a few. There's not that many cards left to reveal, I think. Bellows Breath might be good to pick off some small units. How are we feeling? Oh wait, hold on. Did I add it? I feel like I almost want to sideboard it. Oof. Your spells cost 1 less. It's not optional power cost, right? Well, but wait. So wait, with this card, if I repeat it, it's not lowering the minimum cost. I mean the optional cost. It's only the main cost, I'm assuming. Dang. So I actually need to run the expensive cards, low key. Let me see. Filter. Let's do spells. So here's my thought, right? Here's my thinking. Oh, wait. Singularity is also might be a must. You might build Ivern also? Oh my gosh, I have an Ivern deck. I love Ivern. Kennen, oh my gosh, so you're a little toxic. Because Kennen is going to be nuts. I've been seeing some of the infinite combos and just things in general that people have been talking about with Kennen. I think they might have banned the infinite combo. It seems disgusting. Ivern is so cute. You do have Nasus now for Ivern, if you got that dog in you. I feel like unchecked power might be nice for Male, because this card brings unchecked power down to a 6. 6 for 1 power. And then I would still probably have hella units to work with. Well, obviously I exhaust, but I would still have hella runes to work with, because you wouldn't play it like on 6 curve. And then I would have no problem paying deflect costs on Vex. Oh man, I'm actually thinking that unchecked power might be necessary for that. Ooh, but that rounds out my sideboard. Oh man, that's not great. I already have my sideboard filled out, but I haven't even filled out my main board. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Okay, let's see. I'm going to add Singularity because Singularity will become 5 for 1 power. Disgusting. Disgusting. That card is an instant hit the board if I pick it up. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, wait. Rocket Barrage becomes a 3. Oh my gosh. Rocket Barrage becomes a 3. Fading Memories also becomes a 3. Well, I guess Turn to Dust is already a 1, so... Whoa, wait. There's so many spells that actually become just a free, or next to free for Mel or whoever else. Whoa, Rocket Barrage becomes a 3. Star-Cross becomes a 2. Star-Cross costs 2 energy with that card. There's just too many good cards to play with Mel. There's too many good cards. And the fact that Ezreal and Diana also have access to this card. Oh my gosh, stop. Whoa, wait, okay, hold on. Let's add some cards to the bench. Rocket Barrage hits the bench. Wait, but actually, Fading Memories might be better than Turn to Dust. It might be worth running 1 Fading Memories and in the main board and just 2 Turn to Dust on the sideboard in case you want to round out 3. Because Fading Memories, actually, it can be defied. It can be defied. But we also have the Defied Stomper. Wait, I actually think Fading Memories might be better. I can't put a finger on how, because my brain thinks they're still clicking for me with the game. But wait. Okay, you might be onto something. Fifth Star-Cross might be worth. And then I still have enough. That's if she stays on the board, right? The people are probably going to be coming for her so hard. What if somebody tries to Singularity my base and then I rebuttal their Singularity? Oh no, they can't. I can't do that. I can't do that. It's up to 4. It's up to 4. It's up to 4. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm too excited. Okay, so then you do probably still need the hard bargain. You still need hard bargain in certain instances. Because for some spells, you're just going to need to stop them. Okay, interesting. Wow, there's so much. I need the bans before I even talk about what I want to do, because this is scary. Invert Timelines becomes a 2. Friends, this is wild. What in the world? Oh, wait. Okay, no, here's another combo. Stop. Let's say I have Vex at a battlefield and the opponent is coming onto my battlefield. If I just thought about this one. If you have Temporal Breach and they play an ambush unit, you could banish the unit. No, actually the unit would already be stunned. But let's say they walk in. They don't play it. They just walk it in. I could banish the unit and then replay it to the same battlefield, and now it's stunned because of X. And then, if I had Fizz in hand, I could do it again. Wait. And if you're on Rockfall Path, the unit would just die? What the heck? I don't know. I'm just making stuff up now. I'm literally just making stuff up now. This is crazy. I don't even think that made sense what I just said, but shoot, it works. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hard bargain becomes a 1. Hard bargain becomes a 1. Oh no! Well, okay. This card is kind of stupid. I'm scared. This might be the deck. That card might have just made the deck. Truthfully. Oh man. Well, let's say they avoid combat with me, right? What if we use isolate or temptation around it? Just move them back. Just get them off the battlefield. We don't even have to fight. Just get them off the battlefield. There's so much. There's so much. There's so many options. Even Flash is an option. I'm actually kind of overwhelmed. Like I'm kind of overwhelmed. Even Eclipse becomes almost a 2? Right. And what if I have 2 of those cards on board? Oh. Deep breaths. I'm overwhelmed with excitement. I don't even know. Where do I begin? Somebody else is going to have to build my deck clearly. Because now I can't even play Mesmerize at 1 energy. I almost feel like Retreat is better. But sometimes you might want the option to just do a 1. It's purple. This is the first time I'm playing purple. Oh, so I promise you, I've never played purple in this game. I've only played blue, green, green, yellow, orange, yellow. I've never played a purple deck, and I'm stressed. I don't know how anybody did this. I'm stressed. I'm like, now I see the power of purple, okay? Whoa. This is insanity. This is like cheating. I guess you still have to be a good controller though, so I need to know my deck better than anybody else. You're a pure soul. I know. I don't want to play purple, but I actually really wanted Mel to be like blue-green or purple-yellow. Just because I didn't want her to be blue-yellow, but purple is so unexpected. I literally never wanted to play purple, but here we are. I have access to the Pack of Wonders Bewitching Spirit combo, which I wouldn't do, by the way. Don't piss me off, though, because I might turn into Princess Petty. I don't even... Where do I even begin? I have decision fatigue, low-key, y'all. Like, I think the decision fatigue is starting to settle in. Like, holy smokes. There's too many spell options. Honestly, I feel like you have to run a Decree of Insight as well just to drop the power of Gangplank. Oh no, I can't. Oh crap. That one does absolutely nothing against Gangplank. What can I do against Gangplank? Oh, I have to like Singularity him. I'd have to like Singularity. Let's see. What options do we have? I feel like he's going to be a mainstay. Yeah, you have to like Singularity it or something like that. What's up, Corey? How you doing? I low-key feel like a smokescreen might be better than Eclipse. The only reason why you would want to run Eclipse over smokescreen is because you want to do the predict to make sure you get the card you want the next turn. Corey, we're theory crafting for set 4. It's so fun. I wish we had been doing this all along. I want to do daily theory crafting right now. Let's see if they've revealed another card. No card has been revealed yet, guys. This is crazy. I'm trying to decide. Watcher feels like the best bet. I would also love to play Sprites in Mel for some reason. I don't know why Mel with Sprites seems so fun. Ride the Wind becomes a 1. This joint is broken. It's kind of scary how busted this is. Okay, hard bargain has to go. You have to put 1 hard bargain in main. I don't know if Temporal Breach, because I'm planning on running Vex in my sideboard. I don't know if Vex in main makes sense. Unless I run just 2 copies of the lady. Golly, I don't even know. Where do I even begin? You aggro Sprites minus their units. Trade with Sprites will be broken. That's what I'm saying. Bands, that's literally what I was thinking. I was like, actually, that might be really good. Sprite offers so much anytime pressure, especially with all your minus might. You can clear out some important units. I was thinking the same freaking thing. I'm telling you, I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm over here looking at like Sprite Call and Smoke and Mirrors sitting next to each other. And I'm just like, man, there has to be something there with Mel. Even putting Blue Lilia in this deck so I have an extra Accelerate unit is actually kind of nice. Because like it's one of these 3 units, right? Like it has to either be like the Lilia, the Diana, or the Ari. Like only one of them can have that slot. I think a Sprite Fountain is not a bad idea anyway. At least 1, even if you don't go the full-fledged Sprite route. I don't think it hurts anything. I'll put it as a bench warmer. We'll leave it on the bench for now. Let's see. Where's Lilia? Yeah. One of these 3 girly pops. Diana's obviously nice because you can get more of your spells. Right? That's very nice. Ari is nice if you're going for like a combat moment. Like you want to have like more mid-range. Like I decrease their might, then I go in with Ari. I could bring her back and keep her safe, you know? She becomes like a more aggressive attacker girl, right? And then she combos well with Mel. Then there's Lilia, which actually Lilia doesn't work here, I don't think. I actually don't think Lilia works here only because I would have to run Smoke and Mirrors. So actually I don't think she's that good. But these 2, I feel like actually have like a possibility in the deck. Right? Band, it sounds like so nice. In theory, it sounds so nice. In theory, it sounds incredibly nice. Hi, Jessica. Well, right now I'm thinking blue, but again, I haven't tested anything. I think blue, but also purple could be in the deck too. Just because I think I want to like, the minus might, then banish is my core strategy personally. And then also, what else did we say? Minus might, spell them down, and then kill them after I conquer with a unit. You know, not necessarily like killing them with the spell. Unless absolutely necessary, which honestly is probably not a bad idea, just having one of those that do damage. honestly, Crescent Strike is nice too, y'all. Crescent Strike becomes like next to nothing. Rocket Barrage becomes next to nothing. And then you have the Gear Hate option with Rocket Barrage, which makes it real nice. Jeez, that makes it so nice. So let's say they stack a battlefield. I play Crescent Strike potentially for 2, deal 4 to the main unit, and then 1 on the other ones. Then you kill after. That's so nice. It's so nice. Yeah, it's such a hard pick, Jessica. Like, it's so hard to decide. I really don't know. I have so much on the bench right now. Okay, I'm also putting Questionable Tube on the bench because I'm a Frigid Jewel believer. What else? Right now, we're just filling out our bench to decide what we want to move up top. You minus with Ari and Mel. Kill the whole board with 1 Crescent Strike. Isn't that crazy? Technically, I don't know if you can technically do that, though, because technically, Ari only does minus to 1 unit. And then you gotta play hella spells, though. Like, there's no way you don't play hella spells after you see this card. Practical Researcher. Y'all, this is the MVP. It's a better Eager Apprentice. Sheesh. Actually, is it? What about Purple Vex? What about the other Vex? Because the combat spells, friendly spell costs 1 energy, 1 power less to a minimum of 1. Enemy spells cost 1 more. That one's kind of nice too, guys. That with the other one, your friendly spells now cost 2 energy, 2 power less if it's in combat. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of nice. Oof, there's too many options. I've never played purple. Why is purple so good? Whose favorite color is purple at Riot? Let me find out, man. They kind of cooked with this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. They kind of cooked. Okay, let's put all of our favorite cards into the bench first. What about Echo? What do we think about Echo ML? Recycle me to ready your runes. Do we play it? Do we not? Probably not, I guess. Because I guess you go in with Echo, then it dies. Hopefully kills a unit with it on its way out. And then I can re-ready my runes to do more goodie stuff. Probably not. I'm probably doing too much. Low-key. Hey, y'all. If y'all are enjoying the stream and hanging out and stuff, enjoying the community, feel free to leave a like so it helps us in the algorithm. It will really make my day for sure. So I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm going to put Vex Cheerless down here as well. I don't know about Angler Beast. I'm still 50-50 on Angler Beast just because I feel like there might be better cards. Because most of my might reduction is choosing, and it's not just like general might reduction. I almost feel like it might be better to stay off of the Angler Beast. Oh wait, no, I lied. I could do Frigid Touch and give multiple units -2. And then that's when the Angler Beast... Well, no, I would have to have at least 9 runes up to be able to do all that in one turn. So that's probably not realistic. but it feels like it's all at one time. Okay, maybe we come back to the cards. Let's go to battlefields real quick. Okay, the one battlefield that I absolutely think would look so nice in Mel is actually this one. Depending on how you want to play, right? Like if you're going more of a Deadly Flourish or like Wages of Pain, Rocket Barrage route, or even like Crescent Strike potentially, playing the Frozen Fortress might not be too bad. It might not be too bad. At the start of each player's beginning phase, deal 1 to each enemy unit here. They better abandon halls. I don't know. I think you have to hold your breath on that one. I don't know. Abandon hall. I think they might keep it. But then I also think Forbidding Waste could be kind of nice too with Mel. But I guess that's like a going second battlefield. No, going first. And see, I feel like there's better going first battlefields though, low key. Like Void Gate could potentially be better for you. I also feel like Risen Altar would be so nice in Mel, low key, because we specifically have to empower our units. And are most people actually going to be running a ton of empower units? I don't know. Let's actually see. Let's take a look. So far, obviously, we don't have everything. Is everybody planning on doing empower units? Okay, it might work against us depending on what empowered units people do. Because now that I'm looking at it, Gangplank and Investa being on that battlefield would be freaking disgusting. Let's see. What is it? Empower cost of your units here costs 1 energy or power less. Actually, that might not be good because I really don't want Mel and that other lady to be at battlefield. It's actually a better battlefield for Mbessa and them. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on that one. Hey Shell of the World also seems interesting. Players ignore deflect while paying for spells and abilities, choosing something here. So let's say I am going first or second, and I know I'm playing against like a aggro deck, or even maybe not even an aggro deck. Maybe it's a deck that I can well, wait, let me ask you like this. So let's say hypothetically I play Evelyn from Hidden here, and she moves a unit over to the battlefield. Am I still paying the deflect cost in advance for moving the unit over because technically the unit's not there, but Evelyn is played at that battlefield? So how does that work? Does anybody know? I feel like I want to ask. Maybe I need to ask in the Discord. Let's see. It's probably somewhere in here. Let's see. What is the name of that one? Hey Shell of the World. Okay. He was broken. Bye-bye deflect. This is worded stupid. No. Can ignore deflect on a unit in base if you start crossing your own unit there. If Protect the Queen deflect ever becomes a high meta, sure, this will be seen. Almost makes a Kathy and Rain playable. Oh, okay. So maybe it's not. Okay, so does this mean if there's a unit here and my opponent has something with deflect at base, I can repeat a bellows breath targeting the thing on this battlefield and the thing at base to get around deflect. Okay, so that's not bad. So if I target... Interesting. Okay, so I don't know if it... I don't know. So no, it says specifically to target things here. Every target is a separate instance. When you target at base, it's a different place and a target not here anymore. Okay, maybe I just... Okay, so basically no, the unit has to be there, so people would never move their deflect units over there. But it's like if I charm a unit over there, so I have to pay deflect cost to charm it, but then I guess after it's there, I don't have to pay deflect cost if I follow it up with something else. That might not be bad then. I mean, I would pay deflect cost one time in order to move a unit there, especially if I don't feel comfortable winning the fight if I go head to head. But I could singularity. Maybe there's some interesting movement mechanics there that we could do with that battlefield. I'm not sure though. Let's see. Okay, so Rockfall Path seems interesting because that would keep me safe from ambush. Raven Bloom Conservatory almost feels like necessary because I'm planning to do a lot of spells, even though I don't know. We definitely need a few more battlefields for Empower. Yeah, we definitely need one or two more battlefields. Excuse me. Okay, so I like Void Gate though. I will say that I like spells and abilities affecting units here. Each deal 1 bonus damage. So I like that one because if I play... Well, I guess they just wouldn't move there, huh? Like they would just avoid it. Or I could go in there first. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could go in there first and take it over before them, but it's hard to say. I low-key feel like I want to do Candlelit Sanctum because I love Candlelit. It's like, oh, as y'all can see, it's the best battlefield in the game. Come on. Even though everybody likes Abandoned Hall, I get it, but I don't get it. Let's see. Grove of the God Willow seems backwards, so I'm not going to even attempt Grove of the God Willow. I have been seeing a lot of males running Aspirant's Climb. Again, haven't tested a single thing, so not sure about that. So maybe, just maybe, this might be the way. I also would love to make Siren work in Mel, so if I move up with Siren... Oh, wait. Oh, no, it's just spells. I was about to say abilities would be amazing with that card too, because then I could pay 1 less for Siren. I don't know. I could see that working. Like maybe Siren in play. Maybe. Okay, back to my bench. So let's say hypothetically I do add a tune because tune will play into this and it gives me another way to empower my Mel. And then I don't know, I think playing Ari in this list might be bait. Because if there's a lot of deflect, it might be bait. And I might be taking it. Uh-oh. Fading Memories. I still really like the option of using that card versus Turn to Dust. Because that would literally be 3 as opposed to 1 for Turn to Dust. But that's also really good. But if a unit gets really big, or if it's like something at a battlefield, I could give it temporary. Oh, wait. Your spells and abilities can't be countered. Wait, that actually works really good, though. Because if I give a unit temporary, they can't defy it if Mel is empowered. You can't repost it if Mel is empowered either. That actually might be the way to go. So much so, it might be worth running a 2 of for that one. Man, this is that. I don't know. Okay, let's just put it there hypothetically, and then I want to add purple Mel. I also think, even if purple Mel isn't empowered, well, actually, I don't know if that one's any good. Let's see. Discard a spell. When I become empowered, banish an enemy unit at a battlefield with 3 might or less. So yeah, that plays into the might reduction as well. I wish it was discard and draw. Literally, I wish it was discard and draw. Oh. When I conquer, you may play a spell from your trash with energy cost less than your points without paying its energy cost. Then recycle it. So if it goes to 8, and most of my spells I have here are under 4, I feel like you could easily get to like 3 or 4. And then if I could get Kaisa out, I could. But she dies to a lot of stuff. And you still have to pay the power. But with the other card, I don't necessarily have to pay the power cost, because it makes it cheaper. Is Blue Kaisa an option for Mel's deck instead of Watcher? No, I think you have to keep a Watcher. How important is Purple Vex in this game? It shuts down ambush. Maybe this one kind of feels like a win more card, because if I'm at a point where I can play her and I need to play a spell again, I'm probably already ahead if I'm playing Blue Kaisa, possibly. Okay, maybe this is an ambitious one. I don't know. I don't feel like maybe it's just not that popular. Or maybe it's not that important, I meant. Smoke Screen. I feel like I like Eclipse better than that one. Still, even though it does become 1, essentially. But I like the Predict. The Predict makes this Eclipse really good. That feels like at least a 2 of. So we're going to... Isn't your counterspell already doing what Purple Vex does? Not really. No, not really, because the counter spell is just taking over a spell. It doesn't take over. It doesn't give stuns or anything. I guess I don't. Well, how do you see it doing the same thing? I'm just curious. Maybe you might be seeing something I don't see. Because when an opponent plays a unit while I'm at a battlefield, stun it. Oh, I'm sorry. There's two purple Vex. Vex apathetic, not Vex cheerless. There's two Vex. I don't know. Fizz is a spell 3 or less. Ignoring its energy cost, recycle after you play it. What would I play at base speed that would give reduction? I guess I could play anything. I could play Stupefy. I could play Stack Deck. I could play any of those. Eclipse to reduce might. Oh, you're right. You might be right about Starcross Fizz. One of them is leaving the game though. Starcross for 2 is broke. The other one, not the stun one? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess it probably would, but like the nice part is it would make them have to pay more for their spells and me pay less. But I think the other lady is doing what Vex is doing. But she's like 7 with no power cost, and Vex is at 5. TCG night was fun with you all at DreamCon. Thanks for hosting. Oh, Jaguar, thank you for coming. And thank you for coming through to the stream today. I appreciate you. Welcome in. Remind me what game you play. Thank you for coming in. I'm glad you have fun. Hopefully we can bring it back next year. Bring it back. Why has nobody done like ganking Boots with Quiet and Ride the Wind? I mean, Boots and Swifties. You can imagine and Riftbound. Okay, that's what's up. Bet. Wow, you play everything. How do you even keep up with all the rules? Just trying to remember the rules for one game is hard enough for me. My Discord is private. Oh my gosh. You know what? Everybody kept telling me that this weekend. I missed out on adding so many people because my Discord is private. Which, I mean, it is for a reason, but also, you know what I think it is? We have to be in a server together before I can accept friend requests, I think. I'm pretty sure that's how I have it. Share when I update my profile. I don't even know how to change the privacy. I'm not gonna lie. I'll have to figure it out, Jaguar. I'm sorry. DM me your Instagram handle on Insta. Your Discord handle on Insta. Okay, we're just like 8-9 cards away. I don't know how I feel about it though. Okay, bet. Thank you. Let me see. I'm trying to see how this deck has been different than the one I made before. There's so many cards. There's too many options. I also still think Mesmerize is good too. I like Eclipse better than Smokescreen. I still like Deadly Flourish. But if I had to do Deadly Flourish or Rocket Barrage, I'd probably do Rocket Barrage every time. just because I could do a unit at base, deadly. Well, 3 to a unit anywhere is also good though. But then I also have the option of doing a hit on gear. But I technically already have that with fading memories. So maybe we don't need that. We probably don't need that. So maybe we move Rocket Barrage away. Deadly Flourish also feels very good. But I'm a little worried. How many units do I have? 14? That might not be enough. That probably is not enough. Most of them are 2 drops. I have my 1/4. I almost feel like a 3 drop is necessary. Rocket Barrage from the mirror match to snipe their male. Ooh, wait, you're onto something. But then I could always play like a Fading Memories. Oh, wait, they could take my Fading Memories. They could take... Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, you're right. The mirror match is a critical thing. Maybe Bellows Breath is more important than I thought to keep it in. Yeah, maybe Bellows Breath is more important than I thought. Just in case they have a backline Mel. Or anybody in the backline. Like a Karthus for LeBlanc. Because then I could just reduce its might. I could hit it, tap it with 1, reduce the might the rest of the way. And then she's out of there. Unless they take my Bellows Breath and do something different with it. You're gonna have to get your Mel online faster than the opponent. And you can't just play her naked. You can't just play her straight up and naked. Oof. I didn't think about that. Gots to consider the mirror match. Can I deal 3 to the same unit? Or 2 to the same unit? Is that also possible? Or does it have to be 1, 2, 3 units? Ari does seem kind of nice. And so does Sprites. Let's put 1 Sprite fountain in the mix. Let's think about that. Fizz and Starcross really might get packed up, so I don't want to include them in the deck in case they do disappear forever. How are we looking on card draw? I almost want to do Diana. I'm not sure about Ari, y'all. I'm not sold on Ari. I'm really not. Maybe it would be fun to test her out. But maybe I think I might have to go with Diana. Let's make her like a 2 of, because then I could draw spells with her ability. You know, so I'm not swayed, Rare. I'm not swayed. I will not be bamboozled. I played Ari deck long enough to know what time it is with her, and I'm 50-50 on her real bad right now, like real bad. But she does give me a good opportunity to decrease the might -3 consistently. And I play her, like, move her in and out, like, you know. You know what else would be kind of cool? having cloth armor for when people want to, if I'm stuck at a battlefield and I can't get out. Low-key, I feel like I need Flash too. If I play that way, I should play Flash and cloth armor to protect Ari. Or protect the other lady. Or protect Diana. That's kind of doing too much. I do care about the life of my units, but I don't know how much. Stun an attacking unit. That becomes a 1. And then I could always do mesmerize to get my unit out of the combat also. So actually you don't need Flash. Maybe you just need mesmerize. But then I'd have to replay it if it's empowered. But I would be okay with replaying Mel. Possibly. Because I could draw again. Who else am I okay with replaying? I'm okay with replaying Ember Monk because then Gust Monk, because I can banish another card to give another unit assault too. Oh wait, that's hella smart actually. I think I like that too. Uh-oh. Cause I could, I actually really like that, low key. That's kind of nice to me. I don't even know if you need purple mail. Yeah, I'm not even sure you need purple mail right now. Give a unit -2 as my reaction. So they're turned to dust, basically. They're quite literally turned to dusties. We're doing my reduction out the wazoo, going in and killing them at the end of the combat. And I guess I could try Ari. It doesn't hurt, but I think I like Diana better. What else am I missing? Ride the wind. Why would I ever need to ride the wind? I guess I could ride the wind to escape a fight on my own terms. That could give me some back out capabilities. Or banish. Temporal breach low-key makes any unit a... yeah, temporal breach basically makes any unit a ambush unit, right? I actually think that's kind of cold. Hold on. That might make any unit an ambush unit. So if somebody has reduced its might, I banished it, so doesn't that reset it? And now it's back up to what it was before? So if I could banish Gust Monk. No, I don't know. That might not be the way. Oh. So it plays it to the same location. At resolution. Is that how you're saying it works, Spans? Is that right? I almost want to play it aggressively. Like, I almost feel like that should be a rockfall path. It makes challenge fizzle. Yeah, if you play from hidden in response to them challenging you. Oh, okay. And I don't have to say which unit it is until resolution. Play it. Oh, wow, that might be pretty good. Because that protects you in the back line. Okay, wait, that card might actually be better than what I think. You pick the unit they target, but then the unit is no longer. Well, if it gets replayed, it's technically seen as a new unit. Is that what you're saying? So it's not still there. Okay, interesting. Oh! Wow, that is very interesting. Oh. Hold on. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Interesting. So then maybe I should play Fizz. I gotta rework my list to add Fizz in there. Low key, because that would make me able to constantly play another card. Ooh, I might have to take Diana out to get Fizz in. Or I could decrease one of the energy decreasing ladies, or cut the tomb. Okay, I might have to cut the tomb, low key. And maybe keep Bellow's Breath in the sideboard, because that's actually better to save her. It has like offensive and defensive options. Actually, maybe I'm just gonna cut the Sprite Fountain. I do think the aggro sprites is like really cool, but I'm like skeptical about it a little. It's not a bad bench unit. But Fizz feels necessary. Oh wow, Fizz has become a mandatory money maker. Okay. I refuse to cut Fissure Jewel. I really do. I really want to make that work. Nine stack Dex is insane. 9 stacked Dex is insanity. Fizz is getting packed up, friend. Fizz is getting packed up. There's no way they're keeping Fizz in the game. Maybe Singularity moves to a sideboard card. Maybe I don't need Singularity. Or maybe I move Mesmerize down to 1. Oh, man, but Mesmerize is also good to get Fizz back. Okay, yeah, maybe I move Mesmerize down to 2. So I can add a Fizz. I'm still skeptical if Fizz is going to stay, not be banned, but I'm very skeptical, but I think Fizz is too strong in the banish, unbanish, rebanish. Oh wait, I forgot about Win and Ghost. No, I need Win and Ghost too. Oh man, I forgot about Win and Ghost. Okay, hold on. I might have to re-examine some things. Oh man, that's not good. Ooh, okay, Frigid Jewel is looking like it's more and more and more becoming a cut. No, I agree, Axe. That's exactly what I say. That's Axe. I said the same thing. I was like, I have to think about the gangplank because honestly, I put Fading Memories in here because of gangplank. Literally, I was like, we giving him temporary. Like, if nothing else, I'm going to make him disappear. Disappear! If you get the reference. If you get the reference. Anyways. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I wish this lady was in the game right now. Golly. Yeah, I don't know what else I can do versus Gangplank other than Fading Memories, Singularity, and like Bellows Breath. And then just straight up fight him. Like, oh man. See, this is another reason why I'm like, Fizz is like 50-50 because can I keep him in the deck and add when it goes back? Diana might have to go. I'm sorry, girl. You might be less important than Fizz after all. You might be less important than Fizz in the end. It always works itself out. Dang, that's crazy. I feel like it's too many 2-drops though. Let's see how it looks stacked up. Yeah, I feel like this is too much. I feel like there's the tomb might be questionable. We've got 1 second draw here with Mel. We've got 1 second draw here with Stupefy. Another second draw here with Stack Deck. Potentially another second draw here with Fizz, Mesmerize. We can do a second draw here with Fizz and Win and Ghost. With Stupefy or Stack Deck after it's banished. Not banished, after it's returned to hand. Oh no, I probably can't because it's only 3 might. I'd have to be able to pump it up. Oh, I could do Frigid Jewel on Fizz, make it a 5, decrease the other might, and then Wind and Ghost it back to hand after the battle. Have you thought about Wages of Pain? Yeah. Easy kill spell with all the lowering might try, but also hidden and kill Gangplank if needed. I did think about that one, but I also had like Deadly Flourish in mind. I'm gonna be honest with you, there's just too many options. Cause I'm still 50-50 on like all of the might reduction. Like I'm like, I just don't know. But it's I'm like, maybe it's too much. Like I semi want to keep Bellows Breath on the side. Maybe I don't know. I haven't even tested. Like thought you was casting Stupefy. Sorry, Rare. Too many lines, too many options, especially after they revealed this card. She is like the it girl. That's what this Kinko Lifeline is representing. Like, this was the first card I put in the deck even before the Chosen Champ. Like, you haven't seen that? This card is Empower. So it's 4 energy, 4 might. Your spells cost 1 energy and 1 power less to a minimum 1 energy. Yes, the Chinese Riftbound team just revealed this today. Yes, she's a game changer. Practical Researcher is her name. And Free Spells is her game. Okay? No stipulations on being on a battlefield. Nothing. Yes. Instant addition to the Mel deck. And it's 3 to empower her. So it's like, yes, is it a 7 cost Eager Apprentice? But the payoff is like very great. The payoff is excellent, especially if you can get her down and keep her down. Immediate, yes. Maybe she's a 2 of, maybe she's not a 3 like I'm doing, but I just feel like that card is so good. You have no choice but to stand. We have no choice but to max her out, okay? With all the spells you're probably going to play in Mel for might reduction. Okay, let me look up one card that I haven't. Because I really don't like the blending of this card, but... Is Pack of Wonders on the bench, y'all? Like, is Pack of Wonders? Are we adding Pack of Wonders to the mix? Low key? I'm gonna put Bellow's Breath back in the sideboard. Oh my gosh. I'm starting to lean into the purple chaos. I've never played purple before, so I was not familiar with how much power was in purple, but now I see, now I know. This is actually so busted. I feel unstoppable. But you know who I want to get in the deck real bad though, Asked? I really want to get Ari in the deck. Like, I really want to, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't think it's possible. Yes, right? You see? Like, Ari would be so clean in this deck. Do -3. So let's say you're getting ready to go into the combat. You give them -2. Then you give them more minus here. Then you go in with Ari at another -2. If you have Mel on your backline empowered, technically it's -3. You go on Ari's 3 for the kill, for the Wombo. Like, she is, right? She's perfect. Too much. But then I also like Blue Diana because I like the idea of being able to draw more and getting the extra draw for the Frigid Touch +2 for your units when you get ready to combat. Like, I love that. I don't know. There's too many options. I'm probably gonna play test it some and then come back to y'all and let y'all know how it goes. When I play my friend, we're supposed to play later, so we'll see. Well, actually, I didn't ask him if he was open to playing later. I just kind of like said, hey, I can get on at noon, and never replied about what time we're actually gonna play it. So we'll see. Having Ari just let you be open without needing to use stupefies. Yeah, I agree. I'm sorry, Corey. Yeah, that was. I'm sorry, Corey. I definitely scheduled the stream at 2, and I was like, oh, shoot. I'm so sorry. I did not follow up on the time. I didn't know you were going to play today. When you said you built your deck, I was like, oh, shoot. He's ready today. I thought we might plan it like tomorrow, next day, Thursday. I got a famous friend. Don't worry, chill out. Chill out. I'm not famous. I'm nobody. I'm playing versus a random right now. I will never play a random on TCG over Fabulous ever again. I will be using Runes and Rift Ladder to play from now on when I play Riftbound because it's not exciting playing against randoms. Bye, Axtay. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. Have a good night's rest. Get your sleepies in. I appreciate you coming. Thank you. Thank you. And sharing your tea. With the group. Thank you. I'm about to wrap up probably because I'm like, this is too much. I need them to finish the reveals. We literally have 3 days. And that's it. It's all or nothing. And then pre-rift starts. Y'all, if I get mail at pre-rift, I will scream. Okay? You were hosting the Tony and Drew call. You ain't got to be humble. Man, chill out. Oh, chill out. Don't make my head big, low key. Maybe high key. Okay. I think. Did you build a set 4 deck, Corey, or are you still running on set 3 though? Actually, let me ask you this now, because if you're running set 3, I'll play a different deck. But I would like to run set 4 because set 3 is done. Run, we run the town. Y'all, I have Lubies downstairs waiting for me for dinner. Bop, 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 bop. You got a fewer deck with like 2 cards changed? Okay, listen, whatever you need, you let me know. I have hella bulk, okay? Anybody in chat, if y'all are new to Riftbound, I know so many of you probably are very new to Riftbound, but whatever you guys need, ask me first because I might be able to like send it. I'm getting ready to get a UPS box also because somebody at DreamCon told me I need to get a UPS box. So I'm getting a UPS box. Okay, just be ready. Eyeballs emoji. What you mean? Whatever you need for your deck. I have hella bulk. If you need cards, like if you're playing Fiora, you probably should be running some shoot, I don't even know. I haven't played Fiora in a minute. I want that mail card before you get. That's crazy. Are you trying to have a pools race with me, Rare? Are you gonna be posting your pools every day? Let me find out. Because if you pull it before me, I'm gonna need it expeditiously. Don't piss me off. Okay, maybe I am gonna do that rockfall path because like everybody was saying, it's kind of like nice actually. Because I don't plan on playing any ambush units, but I can temporal breach them out if they try to come at me reckless. That's actually kind of good. Can't clip this for court? Yes, you can. You can make clips on YouTube. I figured it out. Race to all the mail cards. Isn't that crazy? Jessica, you saw it. You heard him. Rare has challenged me to a duel. So guess what? Now I basically have to accept. He's testing me. Testing my gangster. That's crazy. But it's cool. I ain't tripping. Actually, wait. Rockfall Path, Frozen Fortress may be the way. Because if I decrease their might, if they're there, and it deals 1 to them automatically, that would low-key be kind of perfect. And I don't have a lot of damage spells, actually, so it might not be worth running Void Gate. It might actually just be worth running the Rockfall Path. Okay, Yangi, I think we may be good on this stuff. Oh, I'm missing 1 card. Let me see which card I want to pull off the bench. I low-key want to try to make Ari work. I really do. Or maybe I should just add another unit to what I already have here. 3. How many units do I have? I have 16? Ooh, that doesn't feel like enough. Okay, I think I do need 1 more unit. Oh, I wanted to put the Baron Nashor in my sideboard, actually. Maybe I put one purple Vex in main. That way I just have one. And then I put Baron in my sideboard. Or Ocean Drake. Let's see. Which one y'all think? Anybody seen Ocean Drake versus Baron and have an opinion one way or the other? Okay, let's look at them both. Ocean Drake and Baron. So Ocean Drake says, you may play me to an open battlefield. When you play me, you may return a non-dragon unit to its owner's hand, which kind of goes along with the theme of the deck, which is really nice. Or the Nashor. As you play me at the Baron Pit battlefield token board, token battlefield, excuse me, if it's not there already. If you do, I enter there. I can be chosen by abilities or enemy spells. Other friendly units have +2, which would be nice to have my units be a little bit stronger. Oh wait, I'm at max. Oh, I added Vex. I think Ocean Drake might be better. I think Ocean Drake might play more into my theme. Hey. That music feels loud. Alright, cool. Let me just do this on my end. Okay, I think we did it. I think we did a starter deck that we can test. Oh wait, hold on. Let's do this one last thing. Let's see the rune suggestion. Okay, I'm willing to do 7-5 on runes. I think that's okay. All right, let's do this save update deck. Okay, actually, I'm gonna put this one on public. So if anybody wants to find me and follow me on Piltover Archive, it's the deck we built together on stream, right? But let's see if I could stack it so it looks better. Gallery view. Stack dupes. Okay, I picked the battlefields, but who knows if these battlefields are the way to go. But yeah, I decided to go with blue mail instead of purple mail. I just think that there's a lot of synergy with... I don't like paying a power cost for my champion unit in the champion zone, but I do think it has... The fact that you could draw is great, and it has good synergy with her her legend and basically what my deck is trying to do. I'm still questionable about Questionable Tomb, as it's so eloquently named. And also, I'm not sure about Purple Vex in main board. Just not sure about that one. But other than that, the goal is to reduce might and then kill them in combat low-key. Mainly with my smaller units. And this Kinko Lifeblade is obviously not Kinko Lifeblade. It is this Practical Researcher, which is an absolutely incredible card for Mel. But yeah, that's pretty much it, gang. I hope you guys liked it. But before we go, I do have one last thing I've been doing on the side. We're going to open a pack. Okay, let me turn this on if it works. Let's see. Uh-oh, hold on. Webcam. Okay, there we go. Oops. We're gonna open a pack before we leave because I'm opening a pack on YouTube every day until the new set comes out. So we'll see what hit we get for the day together. And then, yeah, it'll be fun. So, let me... Uh-oh. Why is this one? Huh. Odd. Okay, there. And then turn off studio mode. And I think I just have to do one more thing. Oh, no, I think that's it. Okay. Let's see what hit we get. Are you going to stream on YouTube every day? Also, how come no Twitch? I don't know. I'm just not feeling Twitch right now. I think I might just co-stream to both, to be honest. But I don't know. I don't really like Twitch. I kind of want to like leave Twitch where it's at, low key. I think it's the culture of the platform. Like that platform has changed so much, but it also feels bad like abandoning the platform entirely. But I don't know. I just feel like Twitch is just, I don't know how else to describe it other than I'm not crazy about Twitch right now. So this is welcome back to day 3. Yeah, day 3 of opening a pack every day until Vendetta releases. And yesterday I opened absolutely nothing. So today hopefully we get a hit. Okay. Understood? Yeah, I don't know. I think if I'm going to invest in a platform, like YouTube is a better investment of my time. And I've just found that if I invest time into Twitch, I don't give YouTube the same amount of effort. And so I would rather just focus on like YouTube, focus on my Instagram, and then let that be that. Even though this YouTube is obviously not monetized, but maybe one day it will be. So, all right. Starting off, hopefully we get okay, so I really want to get a blue all art Lilia or any of the over portals. That would be incredible. Love this angle for the reveals. Thanks, Cloak. I'm glad you like it. Or anything for my 2v2 deck, like Mutated Mauser. Like, Mauser's perfect, but I have so many of it, so hopefully we get a hit, gang. Just one pack today. We'll see. Blast Cone. I got a ton of Blast Cones lately. Academy, Fresh Beans. Okay. Rare Vex. I think this might be a legend pack, so we might have a dud on our hands. Nyla. Yeah. It looks like it's... Oh, a Pike. Okay. We did get a little Pike epic. Cute. Okay. And Baron Pit. No hit today, but that's okay. We still win because the Pike art is kind of fire. Okay? Kind of fire. But anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I might stream every day because of the reveal season. So maybe I will. Maybe tomorrow we can physically test the deck. I'll probably stream around the same time, around 2. But yeah, thank y'all for coming. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Let's do it. Bye.